The Secret of Lost Valley by Robert E. Howard. Narrated by Ian Gordon. 1. As a wolf spies upon its hunters, John Reynolds watched his pursuers. He lay close in a thicket on the slope, an inferno of hate seething in his heart. He had ridden hard. Up the slope behind him, where the dim path wound up out of Lost Valley, his crank-eyed Mustang stood, head drooping, trembling, after the long run. Below him, not more than 80 yards away, stood his enemies, fresh come from the slaughter of his kinsmen. In the clearing fronting Ghost Cave, they had dismounted and were arguing among themselves. John Reynolds knew them all with an old, bitter hate. The black shadow of feud lay between them and himself. The feuds of early Texas have been neglected by chroniclers who have sung the feuds of the Kentucky mountains, though the men who first settled the Southwest were of the same breed as those mountaineers. But there was a difference. In the mountain country, feuds dragged on for generations. On the Texas frontier, they were short, fierce, and appallingly bloody. The Reynolds-McCrill feud was long, as Texas feuds went. 15 years had passed since old Esau Reynolds stabbed young Braxton McCrill to death with his bowie knife in the saloon at Antelope Wells, in a quarrel over range rights. For 15 years the Reynoldses and their kin, the Brills, Allisons, and Donnellys, had been at open war with the McCrills and their kin, the Killers, the Fletchers, and the Ords. There had been ambushes in the hills, murders on the open range, and gunfights on the streets of the little cow towns. Each clan had rustled the other's cattle wholesale. Gunmen and outlaws called in by both sides to participate for pay had spread a reign of terror and lawlessness throughout the vicinity. Settlers shunned the war-torn range. The feud became a red obstacle in the way of progress and development, a savage retrogression which was demoralizing the whole countryside. Little John Reynolds cared. He had grown up in the atmosphere of the feud, and it had become a burning obsession with him. The war had taken fearful toll on both clans, but the Reynolds clan had suffered most. John was the last of the fighting Reynoldses. For Esau, the grim old patriarch who ruled the clan, would never again walk or sit in a saddle, with his legs paralyzed by McCrill bullets. John had seen his brothers shot down from ambush or killed in pitched battles. Now, the last stroke had...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?